Welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. We are doing a box comparison this month. We've got 3 boxes in the cage to battle it out, and we're going to decide which one's the best. From my left to right, we've got Loot Crate. Loot Crate is a service about, I think it's like $20, $25, depending on what you get and how you pay for it. Every single month they do a theme, and this month's theme is fantasy. In the middle is My Geeky Goodies, one that we've relatively checked out. Like, it's been a fairly new one for us. They have a theme of, I think Monster Mayhem was theirs for the month, and then finally, and the My Geeky Goodies is doing it. I think it's like now 25 plus shipping. They've kind of changed up their service, and then finally Nerd Block, whose theme is growing up 80s. This one also is like $25-$30 depending on the shipping, and you know what you order, how often you order it, stuff like that. So comparing all of them, Nerdblock's theme. Let's start with that one of what you get. The items weren't that bad. You get Kevin Smith chose his book to put in the box for the month. That's now twice in a row that the celebrity has decided to pimp their book. Though I actually want to read that book, I'm going to kind of give a little poo-poo on that one. I don't think it's cool to really pimp your own shit that way. T-shirt is a Back to the Future. It says 88 miles per hour. It's got the 3 cars from Back to the Future. The item that I think I like the most is the Pac-Man Heat Change mug, just because I love Pac-Man and I like my mugs. The exclusive Ghostbuster items that they hinted at for a while is a Titan vinyl figure right here. It's the Ecto 1 car. It's a new Nerd Block exclusive. And then finally, they decided to include yet another pack of their Nerd Play cosplay trading cards. I hated it the first time that it was in the box. I still hate it. The cards is a set from Nerd Play or Nerd Block that they're of course trying to pimp out and push. It includes 10 cards. That's about it. I hate that item. In the middle, My Geeky Goodies. 3 boxes. The 3 boxes have all been fun. I think this is probably the weakest of the 3, but there's still some cool items. I think my favorite out of all of them is the Pop Ash Army of the Darkness figure. It's not exclusive. It's nothing special, but you know, it's a pop figure. How can you dislike pop figures? In the middle, we have a T-shirt that mashes up the alien from Aliens, that the chest burster, with the Kool-Aid Man that says "Oh yeah." It's twisted. It's really messed up. It's right up my alley. I like it. We also have Harry Potter's Birdie Bots Beans. I'm not really a Harry Potter fan, but I love jelly beans, and Jelly Belly especially. So that gives a thumbs up for me. Cool thing that My Geeky Goodies does, and this is the 2nd time or 3rd time that they've done it out of the 3 boxes, they always get like a really retro item actually from back in the day. In this case, it's a Garbage Pail Kids button that is from 1986. I decided to look it up. They tend to have been going for like $44 on eBay, so that's kind of cool. The fact that they're willing to go and do that, I think, is really, really, it's awesome. I like it. Finally, we have the Handy Corn, which is probably the weirdest item that's come in any box so far. Yeah, I think that really just, yeah, it's strange. Probably the weakest box of all the My Geeky Goodies, but it's a cool box. Nice mix of stuff. Now, normally they do have a button that comes with their box. For some reason, they didn't like us this month, and we didn't get the button, but oh well. Finally, we have Loot Crate. Loot Crate's theme is fantasy. It's actually a box full of awesome in this one. My favorite item is the D&D T-shirt that has the and the ampersand from reworked in the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition logo. They went and reworked this whole logo, this being the biggest thing. At this point, it's kind of become like a semi-iconic thing for D&D. I love it. I wear this T-shirt in about 2 seconds. Really, really cool. Also, we have this fantasy geeky gaming bow tie. I like my bow ties. Bow ties are cool. So that's a great one. Also in here is Princess Bride deck of cards. I'm a Princess Bride fan, so of course I really, really enjoy that. Other things that I think are really cool, Loot Crate's kind of been outdoing themselves last couple months with this sort of stuff, that they've really been kind of thinking outside the box. They have a Stark symbol Game of Thrones USB drive, which I think is really, really neat. And then some other items, you know, the cheapest item that I'm really not the biggest fan of is they have a blow-up crown on that. It's a throwaway item. You kind of, you know, it's something you give to a kid from a carnival. So that's kind of eh. But also items, mostly because I'm just not the biggest fans of the series that they come from. There's a bag tag from Harry Potter, and then Game of Thrones magnet set, which from Dark Horse. I'm just not the biggest Game of Thrones fans. Out of everything, I think the coolest item for the 3 boxes this month is the D&D shirt. I love that shirt. It's freaking awesome. I would wear it in about 2 seconds. Other than that, the bow tie is, I think, really, really cool. The deck of cards is really neat. The USB drive is really neat. The Pac-Man mug I've mentioned before. I would actually read this book. And then, you know, I have my nice collection growing of pop figures that I can't display anywhere because I just don't have the space. Out of the 3 boxes, to me, the strongest absolutely is Loot Crate. They had a theme of fantasy. They stuck with it. Really, really awesome items. A good chunk of them I will be keeping, so, you know, sweet on them. That's probably the best box of the month, hands down, by far. It's not even close. Second, it's a tough call between My Geeky Goodies and Nerd Block. Each had some cool items. I think Nerd Block had just a couple more better items that put it over the top. Again, I have to kind of give them like a for shame on the Nerd Play cards. I think the cards suck. That absolutely is going to be going up on eBay. But, you know, the book is decent, other than the fact that, you know, Kevin Smith chose it to put it in, and it's his book. But the mug, the t-shirt, and the Ghostbuster vinyl, even though I'm probably not going to keep the Ghostbuster vinyl, I think are all really, really cool items. My Geeky Goodie, the thing that's got going for it is the retro Garbage Pail Kid button. The t-shirts got me to laugh, and the pop figure. So, you know, I'd probably give Nerd Block a little bit of slightly ahead of the My Geeky Goodies, and it's also a big bounce back from the last few months of Nerd Block, which kind of has sucked, let's be honest. So, all of them had, you know, very similar themes. You had fantasy, you've got the growing up 80s, and Monster Mayhem, at least the Monster Mayhem and the fantasy I thought were fairly similar, and I was expecting similar stuff. But Loot Crate, hands down, wins. Again, Loot Crate, I think, is by far is a consistent box out of everything. It's really, really cool. They packed a hell of a lot in a very tiny box. So, thanks for joining us. It is the latest unboxing comparison video. Of course, we'll do another one next month to see how things go. This is Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. You can catch us every single day at graphicpolicy.com. Of course, find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all at Graphic Policy. We keep it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep it